Hi everyone, welcome back to Civil Level. In this video, I am going to show you how can we import the DXF files in the QGIS software and how can we convert those DXF files to GeoJSON format. So watch the video till to end. Let's start the video without wasting any time. So before that, let's open the QGIS software. So let me save the project and I want to create a folder in the desktop with the name of training 7 and I want to give the file name class 7 and after that click on save. So we have saved the project with the name of class 7. Now what I'm going to do is we are going to import the DXF files in the QGIS software. So for that we need to go to the layer and add layer and click on add vector layer and choose the DXF files by selecting this three dots option. So these are the DXF files. So I want to import these DXF files. And after that click on open and click on add and let's close this. We can see we have added our DXF files in the QGIS software. So here we can see here there is a question mark is showing. So to remove this question mark we need to set the coordinate reference system. So select all layers and right click and here layer CRS, set layer CRS select and here I am going to select 44N and here we can see the question marks are removed. So we need to set the CRS, then the question marks are going to remove. So you can set the coordinate reference system by selecting this option. Also we can able to set the coordinate reference system. So click on zoom on. So after selecting the coordinate reference system, so here we can see every DXF file is created with a layer name. So when we untick this layer, those files are disappearing. So what I am going to do is I am going to merge all this layer in a single layer. So for that, go to processing toolbar and here in the search type merge vector layer. So here we can see there is an option merge vector layer. So double click on this and after that in the input layers click on this three dots option and now select all these layers. So I want to merge all these layers, so select all and after that click on OK and now we need to select the coordinate reference system and that is the 44N. UTM-44N and now we need to create shapefile by giving the name. Save to file and give the name in the training 7 folder which we have created now and give the name merge layer, merge DXF and click on save. And after that click on run, close. So here we can see we have created a shapefile layer by merging all these DXF files. Now select this layer. So I want to only show this layer, so hide deselected layers. So here we can see that the merge layer only is in active and all layers are disabled. So after creating this merge layer, now we have to explore all these lines. So when we select this merge layer and click on toggle editing, when we select this, so each survey number is selecting, nothing but each polygon is selecting. Now I am going to explore this merge layer. So select this merge layer and go to processing toolbar and search explode lines. So here double click on this explode lines and keep the merge layer and create a shape file by selecting 3 dots and give the name explode line, and after that click on save and click on run and just close. So here we can see we have exploded the line. Select explode layer and click on toggle editing. Now select. So here we can see each line is get exploded, and after exploding let me check the topology checker. So select this topology checker and now select configure and now select the explode line layer and now select the 3 options, that is the must not have dangle layers and must not have duplicate lines, and click on add rule. And now here we need to select explode line, not merge, and must not have invalid geometry. Click on add rule and click on OK, and after that click on this option. So here we can see we got the errors. 21 errors were found. So those are invalid geometry and the duplicate geometry. So I want to first of all rectify this invalid geometry. So for that, go to the processing toolbar and in the search bar type fix geometry. So here this is fixed geometry. So double click on this. Now select the explode layer and select this 3 dot option and save to file, and now give the name fix geometry and click on save, and after that click on run and just click on close. Now go to the topology checker and now click on configure, and now here select the fixed geometry layer and must not have dangles. Click on add row, and before that we need to delete all this. Select this, delete rule and select fixed geometry layer and click on must not have dangles. Click on add row and click on fixed geometry layer, must not have duplicates. Click on add row and now select fixed geometry and click on must not have invalid geometry. Click on add row and click on OK, and after that click on this option. So here we can see that we have removed the invalid geometry error. Now we have to remove this duplicate geometry error. So for that, remove this. Again go to processing toolbar and in the search bar type delete duplicate geometry. So double click on this, and now here we need to select the fixed geometry layer. So we have resolved the invalid geometry error in this layer, and now we are going to resolve the duplicate errors in this fixed geometry layer. So now click on this fixed geometry layer and select this 3 dot and save to file, and now give the name delete duplicate lines and just click on save, and after that click on run. So after that click on close. Now again check the topology checker. So click on topology checker and now click on configure and remove all this, and now select here. Now we need to select the delete duplicate line layer and click on must not have dangles and delete duplicate line layer and must not have duplicates. Click on add rule and now delete duplicate line layer and must not have invalid geometry. Click on add rule and click on OK, and now select this tick mark. So here we can see 0 errors were found. So this is how we can resolve the errors when the errors will arise. So after resolving the errors, So I want to find out the length of the each line. So for that, we'll select this line and go to attribute table, and here, so I want to remove all these layers. So delete, click on toggle editing bar and delete fields. So select all the fields and click on OK. So we have deleted all the fields. Now I am going to create the one field with the name of length, and after that here we need to select the decimal number, and after the precision I want to keep 2 and click on OK. So we have created a field with the name of length, and after that click on field calculator and calculate the length of the each line and select the line field and select $length. So double click on this and click on OK, and see here we have find out the length of, just close this. And after that, if you want to show the length of the each line and the map view window, so we need to give the label. Duplicate layers and click on single labels, and after that here select the value, that is the length, and here we need to click on apply and OK. So here we can see the length of the each line we have shown in the map view window. And now after doing this, I am going to polygonize these exploded lines. So select this delete duplicate line layer, go to processing toolbar, and in the search bar type polygonize. So double click on this and select the layer. We need to select this delete duplicate line because we have removed all the errors in this layer. And now select these 3 dots and save to file, and I want to give the name polygonize, and after that click on save and click on run and just click on close. So here we can see we have polygonized these layers. Add the LPM numbers as well as I am going to find the area of each polygon. So select this polygonized layer and right click and open attribute table, and now I want to remove this field, so delete field, and now I want to add the field with the name of LPN land parcel number or LPM. So LP number land parcel number, and it should be in a whole number, and click on OK. And after that I want to add another field with the name of area, and here click on decimal number and click on OK, and I want to keep only 2 points after the decimal point, click on OK. And now I want to give the land parcel numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And now I want to find out the area. For finding the area, so click on save and close the attribute table, and now select this polygonized layer and right click and click on calculate geometry, and here the properties area. Now here I want to keep the units in acres, and after that click on OK. So now open the attribute table. So here we can see we have calculated the area, and after that click on save and close. Now here we can see that the polygonized color is the single color. We can categorize this polygon with the help of the symbology. So double click on this, and here instead of no symbol select categorized, and here you need to select we need to categorize the polygons based upon LP number, and click on classify, and here we can see for each polygon a different color is assigned, and after that click on apply and OK. So here we can see for each land parcel number a new color is assigned. Now I want to show the land parcel number on this. I can give the labels. So after polygonizing, if you want to convert the GeoJSON format, so first of all you need to split these all polygons. So select this polygonize layer, and in the toolbar you can search split vector layer. So double click on this and now select the polygon layer, and now we need to select the field based upon which field you want to divide this vector layer. So I want to divide based upon land parcel number, and give and save this file, save to directory, and in the training 7 folder, so create a folder with the name of split polygon, and after that select this folder and click on run, and just click on close. So go to our this is our training 7 folder. So select this split polygon folder. So here we can see our each polygon is splitted with the name of based upon land parcel number, that is .gpkg format. And now how can we convert this GPKG format to GeoJSON format? Now for that, again select the new project, and now I am going to import all these layers, all these splitted vectors. So add layer, add vector layer, and now click on 3 dots, and now select this training 7 folder, click on add, and just click on close. So here we can see we have add the splitted polygons in our project, and now after that we can export all these layers to the GeoJSON format. So for that we need to select this bulk export. So if you don't have this option, you can go to plugins and install this bulk vector export, and now output format is GeoJSON format, and now we need to select in which folder you want to save. So in the training folder, I want to create a folder with the name of GeoJSON, and after that select this folder and click on OK. So we have exported this splitted vector layers to GeoJSON successfully. So now open this training folder, and now open this GeoJSON folder. So here we can see the each land parcel number is exported to GeoJSON format successfully, and now you can able to link this format to WebGIS. So this is how we can able to convert the DXF file to GeoJSON format. So I hope you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to get the latest notification. Thank you so much. Love you all. Jai Hind.